LP on the scene, what it be, yo? In the club, stay fly like an ego. Stay fresh to death, to be the steez, yo. Do it for the love, the love.
Hey, it's Hollywood Hernandez, and we are here live for LP on the Scene Dallas with Dennis Dotti Dotson.
Dennis Dotti Dotson.
Dotti Dotson.
That's right.
All right, first of all, let's tell you about the film. The film is called The Cliff.
That is correct.
Now, you're a former Dallas police officer.
That's right.
And first thing I wanted to ask you about was reading, doing research for the film. There's a story that says that you literally wrote the script and then went into the police department with the script and quit. Is that true?
Well, it was a little bit. I was a little bit further along in the process. I actually, I was finished filming. We were actually done with the film. I knew what we had in the can before I actually retired. I had planned the process for about 4 years before I did it, so I didn't just haphazardly do it. After I wrote it, I went ahead and put up the money to actually film it.
Right.
And then we actually put the project in the can before
you quit.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Now, The Cliff was shot entirely here in the Dallas area.
Absolutely, Dallas-Fort Worth, definitely.
Using all Dallas actors.
Dallas actors, Dallas crew. We did everything right here. We went into the city where, I was patrolling at the time. I wanted to make sure that we took the audience to the real locations, you know what I mean? So a lot of the moments that you see are moments that actually happen.
We have the two lead actors here for the movie The Cliff. Fellas, go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us the character you play in the movie.
Dustin Doan, I play Russell Barnes.
Ronald Clemens, and I play Damian Miller.
Now, you're the undercover cop. You're the drug lord.
Right.
You did a good job, because when you came out of the movie and I saw you, I said, I don't like that dude, man. I said, that's a criminal right there. I don't like you. First of all, on you, I understand you do a little bit of modeling beside the acting thing, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I model for the Campbell Agency here in Dallas, and I'm signed to an agency overseas and two others in different states.
So talk a little bit about what made you decide to get into the acting scene.
It's all entertainment. It's all, it's all hand in hand. So I didn't want to be just one-sided. I wanted to have two different sides to me. So with me, I like to branch out, try new things, and I did just a tad bit when I was a kid.
Right.
But that was because my dad had us doing stuff in church. But once I started modeling, I started seeing. Matter of fact, what really got me into it, I saw a casting on Craigslist. The guy was like, hey, I need a model that can dance. And that's where it went.
All right. Now, Dustin, you're from the Dallas area as well, right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
so
sir.
Tell us, where's your neighborhood? Where'd you grow up?
Well, they call it Dallas. When I was young, it was North Dallas, because there was nothing really past where George Bush is. All that's North Dallas now, but it's just Dallas, man.
So what got you to this part? How did you get it?
Well, I auditioned for it, but I knew somebody that knew about it.
The audition process was pretty strenuous.
It was, man. Yeah, I was actually not even originally cast. I think they had the role cast before I ever even went to an audition, so somehow I stole it.
Okay.
I write and I act also. We're in pre-production on a film that I wrote, so.
Okay, cool. Well, let me ask both of you guys, how do you feel about being in a film that represents the city of Dallas?
That is one of my favorite things about the film, seeing the skyline. I think that this is an incredible city. I want the world to see that this is an incredible city, that we're not just represented by, ranches. Like
right.
the city of the old, exactly. I'm like, that's not the Dallas I know. So this kind of puts it in a different perspective.
And what do you think about being in a film that represents your hometown?
Man, it's good, because so many times so many people go to Hollywood and bring them in, and then you may get us as extras, but it's finally good to be able to see someone that says, hey, I'm going to take a chance on local Dallas talent. And then for us to, when we get those opportunities, we don't play with it, man. We work hard, we take classes, we get with our acting coaches. So, I'm grateful for it.
Well, tell people why they should come see the film The Cliff.
Man, it's a ride. It's a crazy ride. I mean, there's no flat spot. I've officially seen it now. This was actually my first time to see it in its entirety, but there is not a flat spot. There's a couple little peaks, and I like that. It's a good, steady ride. I was not bored, I'll tell you that. It delivers.
All right, what's your spiel? Tell them why they should come see it.
It's Dallas. Come on, man. You got to come see you got to come rep, the Cliff. Come on now. What's funny, whenever I tell people I'm in the Cliff, they're like, yo, is that representative of Oak Cliff? I'm like, yeah. They're like, yo, I'm going to go see it. So I got to go see it.
Where did you grow up?
I grew up actually in Kansas City, Missouri. I moved here in 2008. But I feel like I'm, I feel like I'm from Dallas, man. I really do.
All right, the two lead actors from the movie The Cliff. On my Hollywood popcorn scale, I'm telling you, it's a jumbo with extra butter. That's the top rating. That's way up there. We liked it a lot. So when it hits theaters in November, be sure and check out The Cliff. Thanks, fellas.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
Another cast member from the movie The Cliff, Ali Stolar. Did I get that right?
Yes.
All right, now you play the daughter. You play the cop's daughter in the movie.
Yes.
Your daddy's white, so that kind of threw me for a minute. but obviously your mother was African American. But so tell me about the movie and how did you get the part? Because I'm hearing from everybody that it was really hard getting in this movie.
Yeah, I was actually part of the very first casting call that they had a couple years ago. I started out with no agent or anything like that, so literally I would just Google auditions in the area, and so that popped up on a website, so I was just like, why not? So I went and auditioned and got the role, was crazy excited, and so yeah, it's been a fun experience. Actually, you mentioned Russell playing my dad. The woman who is in the photos of his deceased wife in the film was his actual wife in real life. And then I think there's a photo of his actual daughter who looks a lot. There's
actually a fly in the scene. I was wondering if you can see it. Go ahead. I'm trying to protect us.
Yeah, I know, I saw that.
We don't want to get the African Nile virus from Dallas.
Right? But yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. They used photos of his real wife and then his real daughter, who looks a little bit like me as a little one.
Wow.
In the photos, so that was cool.
And that cuts down on production costs too,
yeah,
right?
casting.
So what would you tell people about the movie The Cliff and why they should come see it?
It's really entertaining. It's got, everything in it, all the drama, action, a little bit of romance thrown in there. And it definitely keeps you on your toes the whole time. So definitely come see it. Oh, there's that fly.
There's that fly.
It's very entertaining, and you guys are going to love it.
This is the wildest interview I've ever done with a fly before. But hey, thanks for being so cool about it.
Thank you.
And I didn't bring that fly. But this is Hollywood for LP on the Scene Dallas, and we're covering the festivities going on here at the Dallas screening of The Cliff.
In the club, stay fly like an ego. Stay fresh to death to be the steez, yo. Do it for the love plus the people. LP on the scene, what it be, yo. In the club, stay fly like an ego. You know we be VIP wherever we go. Do it for the love plus the people.